ammonia? Steele.
Combination.
Haber process. You might enjoy, or might have enjoyed, a simple meal here if you'd been invited to dine at the Hofburg Palace in what capital city of Austria? Revere.
Vienna?
Is correct. This 1995 Plain Dealer headline tells of the not guilty verdict in the trial.
O.J. Simpson?
Amherst Steele is incorrect. I'm looking for Los Angeles, which took place in what Southern California city? That ends our Picture Perfect round. We're going to be back with more Academic Challenge right after this.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Life is full of surprises, not all of them pleasant. Who can you depend on when the unexpected happens? You'll get fast, fair, and professional service from Westfield Insurance Claims representatives because your protection is our business. Represented locally by leading independent insurance agents, Westfield Insurance is very proud to bring you Academic Challenge because supporting youth is another way we're protecting your future.
People get a great deal here at the dealership.
Not only are you getting very, very competitive prices, we use genuine Ford parts. People like to have the original equipment on their vehicle.
You have factory certified technicians working on your car. You get a lot for your money.
Right now, genuine Motorcraft brake service is just $99.95 or less.
We're better, we're proving it.
And we want you to be the judge.
See your local participating Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealers today.
Let's welcome and meet our team advisors. From Amherst Steele is Diane Yell Peabody. From Revere is Ellen Fiery and Jeff Fry. And from Riverside is Carol Fleck and Sally Vadine. Time to get back underway with the Hot Picks round. Now, one at a time, I'm going to ask each team 8 questions. The correct response is worth 20 points with no penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. First up will be team number 1, Riverside, but I will ask Bradley, the captain of Amherst Steele, to select the questions for you. 1, 2, or 3, Bradley?
3.
3 it shall be. Now, Michael, Corbin, and Alex, you don't have to buzz in. I've got your questions right here, 8 of them, and you get a bonus if you get them all right. Here we go. If Peter Pan were to meet a groundhog, they could talk about what same inanimate object that Peter lost and that the groundhog supposedly looks for on February 2nd.
Shadow?
Shadow is correct. False evidence from his associates squelched the career of John Quelch, who was hanged in 1704 as what sort of outlaw who flew the skull and crossbones?
Pirate?
Pirate is correct. According to the Princeton Review, the most selective MBA program and what is that of what other Ivy League school located in Cambridge, Massachusetts?
Harvard?
Harvard is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. Of these 3 things, which one is a true plant that can make its own food?
Onion?
Onion is correct. Gesundheit again in the audience. After the Athenian court sentenced Socrates to death, the philosopher was forced to drink a cup of what poison?
Cyanide?
Hemlock. Looking for hemlock. In the 1930s movie The Bride of Frankenstein, actress Elsa Lanchester not only played the bride, she also appeared as what woman who wrote the novel Frankenstein?
Mary Shelley?
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
72.
72 is correct. And Snow White's 7 dwarfs whistled while they worked, but what first president of the Republic of Texas liked to whittle while he worked?
Samuel Clemens?
Samuel Houston. Looking for Samuel Houston. All right, good job, Riverside. We're going to move on to our second team, Amherst Steele, and to pick your questions, I'm going to call on Adam from Revere. 1 or 2, Adam?
2, please.
2 it shall be. Lynn, Bradley, and Max. Good luck. You don't have to buzz in. Here we go. Tourists to Mexico can visit this hemisphere's oldest example of what geometric structure similar to the tomb of the Egyptian pharaoh Cheops?
Pyramid?
Pyramid is correct. It's an unbelievable buy, said a manuscript dealer who had just paid almost $750,000 for the original document announcing what 1803 land purchase.
The Louisiana Purchase?
That is correct. Of our 50 states, only Wyoming has a name ending with the letters I-N-G, a distinction held among capital cities by what Michigan capital?
Lansing?
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. Which of these groups of animals contains the greatest number of members?
Arthropods?
Arthropods is correct. The word Suomi on a foreign stamp indicates that the stamp was minted in what northern European country whose capital is Helsinki?
Finland?
That is correct. Henry VIII had 6 wives, but 5 husbands were outlasted by the wife of Bath, who narrates part of the Canterbury Tales by what author?
Chaucer.
Chaucer is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a math question. What is the area of this parallelogram?
40?
60. Looking for 60. One supporter of abolition was what New York governor, who later served as Lincoln's Secretary of State, and was responsible for the purchase of Alaska?
Seward?
Seward is correct. Well done, Amherstdale. Our last set of questions comes out of the first envelope. These questions are for Revere, and I will now ask Dan, Adam, and Jamie your 8 questions. Remember, you get the bonus if you get them all right. The Sault Ste. Marie canals connect Lake Huron with what other body of water, the largest of the Great Lakes?
Lake Superior?
Is correct. A collection of short stories by Joyce Carol Oates is named for the wing of what same bird that croaks nevermore in a poem by Edgar Allan Poe?
The Raven?
Is correct. The subject of several books and an Oscar-winning movie, one 20th century adventurer was known as Lawrence of what region that is largely desert?
Lawrence of Arabia?
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a science question, please. Which of these is the chief structural protein of connective tissue fibers?
Collagen?
That is correct. In his book about the Spanish Civil War, one historian compared Spanish politics to what legendary maze that was built to house the Minotaur?
Labyrinth?
That is correct. Most spiders don't personalize their webs, but what spider's web titles a novel by E.B. White?
Charlotte's Web?
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a math question. Please perform the indicated operation.
80?
80 is correct. For the bonus, Revere. Keep cool. Anger is not an argument is a modern-sounding quote from what 19th century Massachusetts senator who argued passionately for the Compromise of 1850?
Webster?
Correct. You got the bonus. Well done, Revere. We will be back with our final and deciding grab bag round right after this.
I not only use all the brains I have, but all I can borrow. There are risks you have to take as a business owner. Insurance isn't one of them. Rely on the knowledge of Westfield Insurance and a trusted advisor, your independent agent. Represented locally by leading independent insurance agents, Westfield Insurance is very proud to bring you Academic Challenge, because supporting youth is another way we're protecting your future. Get in the know with pros who know.
Collins Group is unique in providing health care in Northeast Ohio. We're a multi-specialty group that has physicians with various disciplines available to evaluate patients for both acute and chronic pain, as well as evaluating patients for both surgical and non-surgical treatment options.
To find out more about the Collis Group, log on to Newsnet 5 and click on Pros Who Know.
That is gorgeous. Is that new?
Yes, it is. I love it. He went to Jared.
Oh, Jared. Oh, I love this.
Oh, thank you. He went to Jared.
Oh, these?
He went to
Jared. Oh, of course he did.
From 14 to 18 karat, classic to contemporary, Jared simply offers more distinctive gold jewelry, which makes it easy to speak the language of gold.
Oh, hi, honey.
Fortunately, there's a Jared near you.
What?
Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
For Academic Challenge information on the web, log on to Newsnet5.com and click on Education.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap the scores at this point. In third place with 405 points, Riverside. In second place with 415 points, Amherst Steel. And in first place with 460 points, Revere. It's time for the grab bag round. And in this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points, but a team will lose 20 points for a wrong or incorrect no answer. There will also be some visual questions worth 30 points. However, an incorrect answer will cost the team 30 points. Again, this is for all 3 teams. Everybody, hands on the buzzer as we begin with this. A replica of the Wright brothers plane is being built for the Museum of Flight in what city where you can also visit the Space Needle? Riverside.
Seattle.
Is correct. Dolores Claiborne is not a real person, but the title of a novel by what master of horror stories whose other books include The Shining? Teal.
Fine.
King. Stephen King. You don't have to go to the countryside to watch birds. They recently unveiled an urban bird watching trail in what largest Illinois city? Revere.
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. Take a look at the monitor. Here you see a painting of a street scene in Tangier, a Moroccan seaport situated across the Mediterranean from what rocky British outpost? Revere.
Gibraltar.
Is correct. Joseph Stalin was not a true ethnic Russian as he was born in what? Amherst Field.
Georgia.
He was born in Georgia. That is correct. If the length of the side of a square is doubled, how many times larger is the area? Riverside.
4 times.
Is correct. Giving his mother the credit, what Russian scientist said that his mother's fierce ambition led him to such achievements as his periodic table of elements? Riverside.
Mendeleev.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor. The changing colors of the trees in the fall is due to a decrease in Riverside.
Chlorophyll.
Is correct. You may be hearing from a collection agency if you have overdue library books in what largest Nebraska city? Revere.
Omaha.
Omaha is correct. Sodium metal can most safely be stored in which of the following? Sure, Revere.
Oil.
Sure, benzene is what we're looking for. While donkeys and mules are also employed, South American mountain people also use as beasts of burden what animal whose name is spelled steel?
Alpaca.
Llamas, looking for llamas. Not much changed in design since ancient times. This water wheel does its work in what Asian country whose capital is Phnom Penh? Riverside.
Cambodia.
Is correct. What modern American poet made verse history by experimenting with punctuation and avoiding capital letters? Revere.
E. Cummings.
Is correct. When the fictional Rip Van Winkle embarked on his strange adventure? Riverside. Need an answer.
Fleming.
Wolf, looking for Wolf. I'm afraid we're going to have to take points away. Let's see how the teams did as we finish this edition of Academic Challenge. With 395 points, Amherst Steel. With 505 points, Riverside. Our winners tonight, stand up, gentlemen. Revere, with 530 points. You are the winners in tonight's Academic Challenge. Congratulations. Be sure to join us next week as we feature teams from Chagrin Falls, Fairview, and Harvey. I'm Adam Shapiro. We'll see you next week for another Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.
I'm glad you're driving. I hate this stuff.
The law calls for every driver to have car insurance. But weather like this demands it. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. We keep you legal for less.
Ask a Howard Hanna Smythe Kramer Realtor to feature your home on the Sunday Showcase of Homes. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on News Channel 5.
It makes sense to trust your senses when it comes to one of the world's cleanest and safest fuels. If a natural gas leak ever occurs, you know you might smell it, but you might see it, or even hear it too. If you ever suspect a gas leak, first move your feet. Then, when you're well down the street, call your gas company or 911. Because natural gas safety makes the most sense of all. Visit safegasohio.org.
Cash Explosion Double Play. Buy a Cash Explosion instant ticket and you could be on it.
Congratulations, you won $100,000.
Cash Explosion Double Play. Saturday night at 7:30 right here. Cash Explosion Double Play. Your chance to win thousands.
Sparkling, brilliant, spectacular. The perfect diamond. Or is it?
You could lose your diamond there.
Sunday at 11, News Channel 5 consumer specialist Angie Lau is on your side, putting several retailers to the test. Who shined the brightest?
Overall best is...
Who had the best value?
It's an excellent buy.
And who failed to make the cut?
I wouldn't pay that for that diamond.
Get them.